Welcome to my channel, guys. I'm Maryam. In today's video, we are talking Natasha Denona Safari palette. I'm gonna be giving you guys a full, thorough review, first impressions, a look, this one that you see here, and of course, as always, I'm gonna give you guys the truth and the tea on whether this bad boy is worth your time and your money. Please don't buy until I try. This palette is $129, so you may wanna watch until the end to hear my verdict. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. Hit that notification bell, leave your comments and questions down below, and let's get to this video. First things first, let's take a look at this $129 Safari palette from Natasha Denona. This is what the packaging looks like on the outside. I believe it actually says the word matte because all of these eyeshadows are matte. There are 15 colors ranging from cooler gray tones to some warmer ochre tones, browns. There's even some mauves and nudes. There's a peachy pink in here, a nice orangey, burnt orange red. Basically everything you can ask for in a matte palette and then some. This palette is available on natashadenona.com at her flagship store, as well as on Sephora.com and Sephora stores. Now I know this is a very, very pricey palette. I have really high expectations for this palette. Like, this palette better be a 9 out of 10 minimum. I'm gonna swatch these on my own arm today. Swatch is just a little bit chalky, but very, very, very pigmented. Here's Aya. That looks amazing. Lotus. Navy shade. Wow, that is a lot of pigment. Wow. This is Thorn. Here is Amhara. Here's Rhino. And Desert Date. Wow, that's a lot of pigment. So far so good, you guys, and I'm halfway through. Stunning. Here's Voodoo. And I've got 3 more left. I gotta fit them on this arm. Here's Savannah. Tribe. And last but not least, Tamarind. Now that I've swatched all of these, I can tell that some colors are just a little bit softer, not as tightly pressed as others. But for the most part, the consistency of each one is pretty similar. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't think that swatches are a great way of determining the quality and the pigment of the eyeshadows. There are just certain eyeshadows that have a lot more pigment and have to be tighter pressed and others that are softer pressed. So keep that in mind, please. So first things first, I am gonna pick up Tamarind. Tamarind is a beautiful shadow so far. I think it's a great crease or transition color. Is it possible for Natasha to maybe lower the quality a pinch so that these shadow palettes can be a little bit more affordable? I don't know. Man, so many shades, I don't even know what I want to do here. Let's do a little bit of this Thorn. This was a color that didn't really swatch very well, but it picks up pretty easily with the brush and it applies rather well as well. I mean, let's be real. If this was an eyeshadow in any other palette, if this was a Huda Beauty eyeshadow, we would be saying, wow, this is amazing and this is pigmented. But the fact that it's Natasha Denona, the standards have been raised so high that now I'm like, do I like this? Is this good or could this be better? I don't think this could be better. It's about as good as it gets. It looks exactly how it appears in the palette. I'm gonna blend this one out just a bit. Looking good. So now for the lid, I think I wanna do something a little bit different. Pick up this burnt orange shade called Tribe. This applies beautifully. And keep in mind, I'm applying everything with a brush. So sure, you can apply these with fingers, but how nice is it to know that these apply this great with a brush? So now I'm gonna add a little bit of this darker brown. Just gonna deepen that outer corner a bit. This one is a cooler version of Thorn. And again, these are 2 very distinct browns. Not too much fallout with any of these shades. I mean, they're all behaving pretty well and I'm honestly not even putting in that much effort. That is sultry. Oh, let's test this eyeshadow. I didn't like the way that it swatched, so let's see how it actually applies. Keep in mind, there's no base on my brow bone. I mean, this does the job. I'm gonna use a little bit more of that Tamarind just to blend out. Could it be that some shadows that don't swatch well with your finger actually apply better with a brush? Let me know your thoughts, guys, because I feel like I might have just discovered something that not a lot of people talk about. Dun dun dun! I think I want a little bit more Tribe over here. Should I do another blue lower lash line? Or can we go for a bit more purple, like an eggplant Thanksgiving turkey kind of look? Let's do that. I'm going for this shade here. I'm gonna apply a little bit of that eggplant sort of color. That's a lot of pigment. I'm gonna apply that to my lower lash line. Kind of wish I did my lid with this color instead. Just gonna blend that out a little bit. Still trying to find something wrong with this palette. I mean, come on, it's $129. Can we get a reason not to buy it? This is so pigmented. I literally am just trying to blend out the pigment because I think I applied way too much. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this Desert Date. Very interesting peachy, orangey sort of tone. I'm gonna just gently apply that right underneath the eggplant color. Now for the inner corner, let's go with a bit of Malia. I'm gonna apply that to my inner corner for a little matte pop. Okay, so now I kind of want to do something a little bit different. Since I like this eggplant color so much, I'm gonna pick up a little liner brush from Sigma, dip it into this color, and let's see if I can use this to actually line my top lash line. Wow. Brush is completely dry and there's clearly a distinct line of liner on my eye. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. I mean, that's stunning. Just gonna apply a little bit of Voodoo, which didn't swatch very well. Yeah, in fact, it applies really well with a brush. So I'm gonna intensify that wing with a little bit more of Voodoo, which Voodoo is actually a true eggplant color. The other one is a little bit more like a blackberry, I don't know. So I'm gonna apply some mascara and I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do about the lashes. I'll be right back. Just applied Iconic by House of Lashes and my Unveil Stunna Liquid Lid by Fenty. Mwah. And I think this is a look. I'm ready to go out. I actually am about to go out, so I'm glad I got myself ready while reviewing this Natasha Denona Safari palette. Okay, so now it's the moment that you've all been waiting for, the verdict. What will it be? What will it be? Okay, here goes. This $129 Safari palette by Natasha Denona gets a rating of 9.5 out of 10, you guys. This palette has proven its value, it's proven itself, and it's also proven how expensive it is because these eyeshadows behave so well, they glide on so smoothly, they don't really swatch well, but who cares because we're not swatching eyeshadows on our eyes, we're actually creating looks with them. So if you are a makeup artist and if you are in need of some matte eyeshadows that are very fall appropriate, also if you are a lover of matte eyeshadows in general, then this would probably be a good palette for you to invest into. However, if you simply cannot afford this palette, which let me tell you, a few years ago I was not able to afford this palette, then let me know and I will come up with some dupes. I will come up with some matte options for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing. I hope you like this look. It's kind of Thanksgiving appropriate. So let me know down below if you want to see some more Thanksgiving looks. I think I'm actually gonna film one. Yeah, I will see you guys very soon. I love you. Mwah.